I gave you my heart.
Hi guys, so welcome back sa ating YouTube channel. So ito na yung lesson 14 sa ating probability theory or ating probability subject. So ang lesson 14 ay magi-start or yung start ng ating chapter 3, which is the conditional probability and independence. Again, so sa chapter 1 ang pinag-aralan natin is combinatorial analysis. So tinuruan ko kayo ng permutation, so ng fundamental counting technique, and then ng combination. At the same time, meron dong binomial, may binomial and multinomial coefficient or theorem. So andun din yung mga stars and bar o yung pagkuha ng ating positive and non-negative integer solution. Okay, so yun yung mga ginagawa doon. Now, pagdating sa chapter 2, pinag-aralan natin yung axioms of probability. So pinakita ko sa inyo ano yung mga possible na propositions or axioms na magagamit natin sa probability pagdating sa mga problem solving. So pinakita ko rin sa inyo yung probability as a continuous function. So sa lesson 13. Okay, so now ito naman yung medyo kakaiba na probability. Okay, so conditional probability and independent. So magkaibang term yan, pero magkasama sila sa chapter na to. Why? Kasi may relationship sila sa isa't isa. So first is magpag-usapan natin what is a conditional probability. Okay, so a conditional probability, ito yung probability na kung saan kukunin mo yung probability ng isang event knowing the fact na meron nang nangyaring isang bagay. Okay, so again, for example, kumbaga nakapagbalasa ka na, kukunin mo yung probability na na-shuffle pa siya. So I think medyo hindi maganda example yun, pero I think ganun yung mga usual case na magiging example natin dito. Again, may nangyari na tapos kukunin mo yung probability. Okay, so ganun yung mga gagawin natin dito. So again, let's have 3.1. So in this video, we have 3.1, the conditional probability. So pag-uusapan lang natin dito is conditional probability, yung basic formula o yung basic concept. So may tatlo kong problem dito. So hoping na magets mo agad yung idea niya. So again, as we go by dito sa chapter na to, may encounter natin yung mga probability na kung saan hindi sa lahat ng oras ay nakalagay na conditional probability yung hinahanap mo. So minsan tatanungin ka lang what is the probability, pero ang gagawin mo pala is conditional probability. Yun yung gagawin natin dito. Then darating din tayo sa point, gagamitin natin si Bayes theorem. Okay, then magko-conditioning tayo. So the word conditioning refers to, ang gagawin mo is dalawang event, i-condition mo yung isang event sa isang event using yung kanyang yung probability of A and probability of A complement. Kung baga gagamitin mo yung dalawang event na nangyari doon sa isang yun yung term na conditioning. Okay, so now we start muna sa 3.1, which is the conditional probability. So sorry, medyo napahaba yung nabanggit ni sir. Okay, so the conditional probability of an event is the probability of the event. Okay, so again the probability of the event given that another event has occurred. Okay, so yun nga, gaya ng sabi ko niya, may nangyari na. So kung natin yung probability ng isang event given na another event has occurred, so may nangyari na agad. Okay, now the conditional probability that E occurs given that F has occurred, and it's denoted by probability of E. So ito ay probability of E given that F has occurred. Okay, or the conditional probability of E given that F occurred. Okay, so if, ito yung kanyang definition, if probability of F is greater than 0, patanda mo yung formula. So probability of E given that F has occurred, so if probability of F is greater than 0, so dapat greater than 0 siya. Then the probability or the conditional probability of E given that F has occurred is equal to the probability of the intersection of E and F over the probability of F. So ayun yung kanyang ibig sabihin. So bakit ba sinet na dapat yung probability ng F is greater than 0? Kasi nga based sa formula. Ito siya. So again, importante rin dito yung positioning. Yan yung position ng ating variable or ng event. So kung nauuna yung F, iba yung magiging formula. So for instance, ginawa kong ganito. For example, the probability of F given that E has occurred, or the conditional probability, this is equal sa probability ng FE, or the intersection of event F and E over the probability of E. So given that the probability of E is greater than 0. So again, nag-i-exist yung conditional probability niya given na yung isang probability is greater than 0. So kung ano yung ginagamit natin. Okay, so yan yung ating gagamitin. So now, let's have an example para makapag-solve tayo ng conditional probability. So, examples. So, meron tayo tatlong example, sabi ko nga. So, ito yung una, medyo dalian natin para medyo hindi kayo mabigla. So, kung paano siya gagawin. Sorry, tinalikod ko, di ko maawat. So, number 1, 2 dice. So, again, imagine mo may 2 dice. So, ito rin, may naparamis ako last time yata, no? So, sabi ko dapat magdadala na ako ng cards or maglalagay ako ng cards, maglalagay ako ng dice. So, medyo kamalasan, hindi ako makahanap ng mga cards. Hindi rin talaga ako makalabas since naging karoon na naman tayo na parang paghihigpit. So, hindi rin talaga ako totally makahanap na. So, wala na rin akong time hanapin pa kasi may mga ginagawa na rin si sir sa kanyang seminar and thesis. So, sorry about doon. Okay, so medyo busy din talaga ako recently. Tapos nagkakasakit din ako ng mga past few weeks. So, talagang hindi ko na siya nasikaso. Pero sabi ko nga sa inyo, as much as possible, gagawa ako ng way para paintindi sa inyo yung topic natin. Okay, so again 2 dice are rolled in succession. So again, 2 dice are rolled in succession. So meaning, pag rolled ng isa, sunod yung isa. Okay, so succession. So meaning magkasunod, hindi sabay. Okay, so 2 dice are rolled in succession and the first die shows a 3. So tandaan mo yun the first die shows a 3. So meaning, yung die is merong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yung unang die daw, nag-show ng 3. Okay, so yun yung una na event. So nangyari na. Okay, knowing this, find the probability that the sum shown by the die is 5, 6, or 7. Okay, so ito yung scenario. Nag-toss or nag-roll ako ng dalawang die. Sa unang roll ko ng die, ang lumabas na is 3. Okay, ngayon, ano yung probability na yung sum, nung after ko ma-roll yung isa, okay, so una, na-roll ko yung una. Pagka-roll ko ng pangalawa, so ang goal ko lang is yung sum ng dalawang number na lumabas sa dalawang die. Okay, so what is the probability that the sum shown by the die is 5, 6, or 7? Okay, so again, 5, 6, or 7. So meaning, given na 3 yung isa, so ano yung mga possible output dito sa kabila? Na mag-5 siya, na mag-6, or mag-7. So ano mga number yun? So una, para magpa-5 siya, dapat 2. Okay, so para mag-6 siya, dapat 3. Para mag-7 siya, dapat 4. Okay, so ayun yung mga ating gagawin. So now, mag-let tayo dito. So anong gagawin? So sabi ko nga, yung pinaka-importante natin, i-let natin. So again, aware tayo sa sample space nito, no? Since 2 dice yung na-roll natin or 2 dice, yung N of S natin, automatically, hindi ko na ililista lahat. Yung N of S natin is equal to 36. Okay, so ano example nito? 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. Okay, then 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, hanggang 6, 6. Yan yung laman ng ating N of S o ng ating sample space. So, okay, so now, let A be the event of getting the 3. So, let A be the event. Okay, so let A be the event. Okay, so let A be the event of getting a 3. So, yung number 3 on the first die. On the first die. Okay, so now, gusto natin kung ano yung laman ng A. So, yung A natin, ano yung laman niya. So, ano yung mga event na yun na makakuha siya ng 3. Tapos, sir, dapat po ba ang sum is 5, 6, 7? Hindi naman. So, yung event lang na ito is yung event na kung saan yung first die. Okay, so yung first coordinate, automatic yun yung first die, yung result ng first die. Yung second coordinate, yung result ng second die. So, since ang kino-consider lang natin is yung first die is 3. So, ito yung una. 3, 1. So, 3, 2. 3, 3. Okay, then 3, 4. 3, 5. And 3, 6. Okay, so yan yung ating unang event. So, yan yung kanyang naman yung event na yan. Okay, so note na alam nyo na meron tayong 6 dyan. Okay, now let natin na si B. So, let B be the event. Be the event. So, anong event yung sunod natin? The event of getting a sum of 5, 6, or 7. So again, dito hindi pa rin pasok na, hindi literal na dapat, sir, dapat fix na 3 yung unahan. Hindi. So itong event na to is yung sum lang ng dalawang die natin is 7, 5, 6 or 7. So meaning lahat lang yun. So be the event of a sum getting a sum. Let be the event of getting, di ko na sulat isa, getting a sum of 5, 6 or 7 on the 2 dice. So para maging specific, on the 2 dice. Okay, so lagyan natin yung B. Ano yung laman ng B? So ito medyo madami. Okay, so obvious naman madami, ano. So unahin natin yung 5. Ano yung mga magre-result sa 5? Siyempre si 1, 4, si 4, 1. Tama, pasok siya dito, no. So unahin natin. So si 1, 4, 4, 1. So 5 yan. Sunod is 2, 3, 2. So meron pa ba tayo magre-result sa 5? Wala na po, sir. So sunod is result na 6. So 2, 4. So I guess 1, 5, 5, 1. So pasok yun, no. 1, 5, 5, 1. So tayo 1, 5, 5, 1. 1, 5, 5, 1. So 2, 3, 3, 2. Okay, then ano pa ba yung magre-result sa 5? I guess wala na, no. Ay, sorry. Hindi pala 5. Ano to? Is yung magre-result sa 6, no? Kasi ito na yung 5 eh. 5. Ito ay 6. So ito ay 3, 3. So ito 3, 3. Sorry tayo dito. So 3, 3. Ano pa ba yung magre-result sa atin sa 3, 3. So 4, 2, 2, 4. So sorry about that. So ito ay 4, 2, 2, 4. Okay, so next is 7. Tama. So yan lang naman sa atin. So 7 is syempre 1, 6, 6, 1. So pasok pa yun. So ito ay 1, 6, 6, 1. Tapos 3, 4, 4, 3. So meron pa ba? Meron pa ba tayong hindi na lista dyan? So 1, 6, 6, 1, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 5, 5, 2. Okay, so pwede pa rin yun. So this is 2, 5, 5, 2. Okay, so meaning nakuha na natin siya. So next is, ano ba importante yung kailangan natin gawin dito? So since conditional probability yung gagawin natin, ano ba yung kukunin natin? What is the knowing this, find the probability that the sum shown by the die is 5, 6 or 7. Okay, so meaning B, ang kukunin natin na probability to be exact is the probability of B given that A has occurred. Okay, so using the formula, this is just equal sa probability ng B intersection A over the probability of A, I guess. So tama si sir, magkakaintindi. Now is kailangan natin kunin yung, siyempre hindi natin alam yung intersection ng A and B, so kasi kasama siya doon. So lista ko na lang dito yung n of AB. So sir, bakit n of AB na lang? Bakit? Kasi ang gagawin natin is kukunin natin yung mga intersection dito. So ano yung intersection ng A and B? So una, ang nakikita ni sir is yung 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4. Kasi 5, 6, 7 yan. Okay, so sila na yung kailangan. So 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4. So pagdating dito, siyempre dito ay, so i-read ko lang dito, no. So ito ay 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4. So silang tatlo. So silang tatlo lang yung magkakapare. So knowing that, meron tayong 3 dito sa event na to. Okay, now, so proceed tayo sa probability. The probability of B intersection A is just 3 over 36. So sir, paano mo nalaman na 36? So based sa ating chapter 2, ang probability is over sample space. So the number of events over the sample space, or the total number of sample space. Okay, next is the probability of A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So may 6 dyan. So this is 6 over 36. Then manipulate lang natin. So this is 3 over 36 multiplied by 36 over 6, which is equal sa 1/2, I guess. So the probability of getting a sum of 5, 6, or 7, knowing that the first die shows 3 is equal to 1/2. Okay, so ganun siya kasimple. Okay, so tama tayo sa pag-solve ni sir. Okay, so next is solve natin yung number 2. So ito medyo tricky siya. So hoping na ma-help nyo ako kung paano ko siya isosolve. Okay, so yung susunod na ito yung medyo madali ulit. Okay, so ready? So a student is taking a 1-hour time limit makeup examination. So mag-example tayo sino yung estudyante ang ating ilalagay. So for example, ang naiisip ko ay si Sario, si Naldo. Okay? So si Naldo is bumagsak sa akin. So wag naman sana mangyari. Okay, so nilagay ko lang. So again, si Naldo ay magte-take ng 1-hour time limit makeup examination para makapasa siya sa akin. Okay, so ngayon again meron lang siyang 1-hour time limit makeup examination. So within 1 hour lang niya dapat tapusin yung exam. Okay, suppose that the probability that Naldo or that the student will finish the exam in less than X hours is X over 2. Again, less than X hours is X over 2. For all X between 0 and 1, so meaning dyan lang nagre-range yung ating probability. So sir, paano yun sir? So sir, paano malaman ko ano yung X? So for example, natapos siya ng 0.5. So kung 0.5 meaning 30 minutes siyang natapos, ganun nakalagay. So 0.45, so 0.75, that is 45 minutes. So 0.75 yung ilalagay natin dyan sa X. So ganun yung distinction yan. So again, yan yung probability na makuha niyan. Now, then, given that the student is still working after 0.75 hour, again given that the student is still working after 0.75 hours. So meaning ng 0.75 hours, that 75% ng oras natin is 45 minutes. Tama? So after 45 minutes ay nag-e-exam pa rin si Sario or si Naldo. So what is the conditional probability that the full hour is used? Again, ang tanong, what is the conditional probability that the full hour is used? So yung buong oras daw ay nagamit. Okay, so ngayon maglilit tayo dito ng mga variable na pwede nating gamitin. So dito hindi natin ma-identify kung ano yung ating n of s, pero alam natin kung ano yung probability. The probability is x over 2. Okay, so depending sa value ng x. So may mga gantong problem kasi talaga. Okay, so since naka-continuous part tayo, kumbaga hindi natin alam yung value na x kasi ang value na x is in between 0 and 1 kasi nga within 1 hour siya nag-exam. Okay, so maglelet tayo dito. So maglelet si sir. So let L of x be the event. Okay, so be the event that the student finishes the exam in less than x hours. So x hours kasi to. Okay, so knowing that, alam natin na ang probability ng L sub x is equal to x over 2. Again, yung event na L sub x is the event that the student finishes the exam in less than x hours. So the probability of that event is x over 2. Okay, so hindi ko pwedeng sabihin na yung ating sample space is 2. Again, ito yung given na probability. Okay, so ngayon, ang tanong kasi, what is the probability that the full hour is used? So let natin ay f be the event. So lagay ko lang dito, no? So let f be the event that the student consume, that the student uses full hour. So yun ang lagay ko na uses full hour. Okay, so yan yung event F natin. Okay, so ngayon ang tanong, what is the probability So, lagay ka lang dito, no? What is the probability? What is the conditional probability that the pool R is used? So, what is the conditional probability that the pool R is used? Okay, given the fact na yung estudyante daw natin is nagtatrabaho pa, nagsasagot pa after 0.75 hours. So, given that the student is still working. Okay, so yung L sub x be the event that student finishes the exam in less than x hours. Okay, so ganito yung ibig sabihin ng L of x ha. Kung nilagay ni sir, kung ang nilagay ko is 0.75, L sub 0.75, meaning, ang ibig sabihin niyan, yung student natapos niya yung exam in less than 0.75 hours. Again, kung ang ilalagay ni sir dito is L sub 0.75, L sub 0.75, ang ibig sabihin niyan, based sa ating let, sa nilet natin, or sa ating define, ang sabi niya, natapos niya within 0.75 hours yung exam. Kaso, ang tanong, given that the student is still working after 0.75 hours. So ngayon, paano mo inanay-gate or iibahin yung event na yun? Para maiba ko yung event na yun, kailangan ko siyang lagyan ng complement. Okay, so meaning, again yung L sub 0.75 is yung estudyante natapos niya after 0.75 hours. Ngayon, kung lalagyan ko ng complement, meaning nag-work pa ako after 0.75 hours. Okay, so meaning, this is what is the probability of L sub 0.75 complement. Okay, so yan yung given dyan. Okay, ngayon, before tayo mag-proceed dyan sa ating formula na yan, okay, so consider muna natin dito si probability of F. Si probability of F, ito yung probability na yung estudyante magamit niya yung buong pool R. Tama? So, kung i-relate natin siya dito, okay, kung i-relate natin siya dito, ito yung event na kung saan yung estudyante nagamit niya yung buong oras tapos complement. So again less than x hours. Okay, so since less than x hours, so ito pool R, meaning isang buong oras. Itong distinction na to, ito isang buong oras din yan. Yes, so paano masabi ni isang buong oras yan? Pag tinanggal ko yung complement sa taas, note tandaan kunwari tinakpan ko yung complement. Kung nilagay ko probability na L sub 1, ang ibig sabihin lang niyan, natapos na yung exam less than 1 hour. Okay, within less than 1 hour. Pero kung lagyan ko ng complement, meaning natapos kayo yung exam in 1 hour. Okay, so yun kasi yung distinction nito. So tandaan yan. Okay, so now, arrange natin to. So using axiom number, or I guess proposition number 1, the probability of complement. The probability of complement is equal to 1 minus the probability of L sub 1. Okay, so again, ang ginawa na sir, from the probability of pool R, in-relate ko siya dito sa L sub x natin. So ginawa ko pa rin pool R dapat yung L sub x. So ginawa ko L sub 1 complement para masabi natin 1 R. Then using yung axiom number 1 o yung proposition number 1, yung probability ng E complement is equal to the 1 minus the probability of E. So ito yan. That is 1 minus probability of L sub 1. Okay, now, apply natin yung formula. This is 1 minus, yung probability ng L sub 1, ito yung L sub x. So, ang function nitong probability na to is L, yung kung ano yung x, yun yung sa substitute natin. Since 1 siya, lalagay natin dito is 1 over 2. So, meaning this is equal sa 1 half. So, yung probability ng pool R is equal to 1 half. Okay, so ganun siya gamitin. Now, punta tayo dito. So, applying the definition of conditional probability. So, this is just equal sa the probability of F intersection 0.75 complement, okay, all over the probability of L sub 0.75 complement. Okay, ngayon may tanong na naman si sir na kakaiba. Okay, so again, may dalawa tayo ditong gagawin. Ano yung intersection ni F tapos ni L sub 0.75 complement? Ano yung intersection nila? Ayan, pag-isipan nyo ulit mabuti. Yung F is yung estudyante na gamit niya yung buong isang oras. Again, yung pool R. Kaya na, yung F is nagamit ng estudyante yung isang buong oras. So, lagay natin yung dito. Ito yung F na yan. Okay, nagamit ko yung isang buong oras. Ngayon, ano yung L sub 0.75 complement? Ang sabi ng L sub 0.75 complement, sir, ito po yung probability na kung saan, ito po yung event na kung saan ako ay nag-e-exam pa after 0.75 hour. Ngayon, ito yung tanong. Kung nag-e-exam ka after 0.75 hour, okay, ano yung pinakamalapit mong pwede mangyari? So, assuming ito yung 0.75. Okay po, pero since complement, anong nangyari? Moving siya. Okay, ngayon, ano yung tanong? Ano ang intersection nilang dalawa? Okay na, yung L sub 0.75 complement is nag-e-exam pa ako after 0.75 hour. Okay, so meaning may chances or malaki yung chance na ang intersection is magamit ko yung full hour. Again hindi ko pwedeng sabihin na, sir, edi less than 1 hour, basta less than 1 hour. Hindi ganun. Since tuloy-tuloy pa ako nag-e-exam, aware ako na intersection nila, since continuous lang to, aware ako intersection nila is just F. Okay, so now, balik tayo dito. So meaning, yung nasa numerator, this is just the probability of F. Okay, so kaya ko kinuha to. Part na to. Now, apply natin dito yung axiom number 1 o yung proposition number 1 na yung probability ng complement is just equal sa 1 minus the probability ng L sub 0.75. So, kahit walang 0, okay lang yan. Okay, now, so proceed tayo sa formula. So, probability of F is 1/2. So, saan natin nakuha yun? Dito. Okay, all over. This is 1 minus, this is 0.75 over 2. So, sir, paano man naman 0.75 over 2? Ang probability ng L sub x is equal sa x over 2. Kung ano yung nakalagay sa x na yun, ayun yung ginawa ko. Okay, now, gamitin mo yung so, i-calculate na lang natin. So, hindi kasi ako magaling mag-calculate dyan. So, this is 1/2 over 1 minus so, 1 minus 0.75, no? 0.75 over 2. So, check na lang natin kung tama. That is 4 over 5. Or simply 0.8. Okay, so meaning ang probability natin is 4 over 5 or 0.8. Yan ang conditional probability natin. Now, hoping na nagets mo yung idea natin pagdating dito. Okay, so for number 3, medyo dalawa yung tanong dito, no? Okay, so proceed tayo dito. Gamit ko ba ang aking tanong? So, ayun, hindi ko yata siya nagamit. Okay, so proceed tayo dito. Okay, so a coin is flipped. A coin is flipped twice. So, hindi ko nga siya nagamit. So, a coin is flipped twice, assuming that all 4 points in the sample space are equally likely. Again, a coin is flipped twice. So, may isa kang coin, dalawang beses mo pinlip. Okay, hindi yan dalawang coin. So, dapat ito rin yung understanding mo dito. O yung comprehension mo. So, a coin is flipped twice, assuming that all 4 points is this, in the sample space are equally likely. So, meaning na equally likely, pair and up na lalabas lahat yung possible case. So, ano ba yung sample space nito? So, this is HH, HT, THN, T squared, or T and T. Okay, so yan kasi yung possible sample space dito. And what is the conditional probability that both flips lands on head? Given that, what is the conditional probability that both flips land on head? Okay, so land on head. Given that the first flip lands on head, B, at least one flip lands on head. So maglet ulit tayo dito ng ating mga event or something sample space. Okay, so kasi tayo dito. Kasi ko lang yung aking kodigo somewhere. So kung wala natin, syempre lagay natin yung sample space, no? So dito kasi medyo makatotohanan yung sample space. So pwede natin mailagay. So per letter S, so we have HH, HT, TH, and T squared. So T and T. So, iba kasi dyan medyo green-minded mag-isip dyan. So, pwede rin yung coordinates sa h, h, t, t, h, t, t. So, pwede rin yun. Pero, ito nga, since letter naman siya, okay, so, yun yung pinagkaiba. Number din letter, mas maganda pag letter. Pwede mo pagdikitin na lang para ma-distinct natin yung medyo mas mapadali yung ating pagsulat. So, again, ano yung sabi? So, maglelet tayo dito ng event. So, ano yung sabi? What is the conditional probability that both flips land on head? So, let natin na yung B. So, pwede ganito ka naman let B be the set containing HH. So, ano ibig sabihin yan? Ito yung event na kung saan yung both flip lands on head. Okay, so yan yan. So, let B be the event na yung both flips lands on head. Okay, so let F naman natin. So, maglelet ako ng F na kung saan yung first land on heads. Okay, so yung event naman na F, yung first land daw is head. So, first flip lands on head. So, this is HH and HT. So, ito yung una, lagland sa head. Okay? The next is, kunin natin si A. So, name ko na lang as A. A naman is at least one flip lands on head. At least one flip lands on head. So, hindi ko alam kung yung una o yung pangalawa. Basta merong nagland na head. So, meaning pwedeng both. Okay? So, ito naman yung event na kung saan pwede kang HH, HT, and TH. Okay, so ayan siya. So now, ano yung mga kailangan natin kunin? So, letter A. So, huwag nyo napansinin yung kumakanta na ewan na yan. Okay, so what is the conditional probability that both flips lands on head given that the first flip lands on head? Okay, so meaning, what is the conditional probability of B given that yung the first flip lands on head. So, meaning this is F. Tama. Okay, so meaning, this is just equals sa probability of BF over probability of F. Now, kunin mo yung intersection ng BF dito. So, note na intersection ng BF natin. Note ang intersection ng BF natin is HH. Okay, so next, ano yung sample space? Sample space is 4. Number of event BF is 1. So, meaning, this is just equal sa, this is just 1 over 4. All over F is 2. So, this is 2 over 4. Okay, so meaning, this is just 1 half. So, box ni sir yan. Next, letter B. What is the conditional probability that both flips land on head given that at least one flip lands on head? So, this is A. So, meaning this is the probability of BA over the probability of A. Okay, next. Ano yung intersection ng BA natin? Ang intersection ng BA natin is obviously ganun pa rin, HH pa rin. So, this is HH. So, meaning sa taas is 1/4 pa rin, sorry, kasi ang sample space lagi is 4, kaya ganun natin nilagay. So, this is 1 over 4. All over, the probability of A is 3 over 4. Okay, which means this is just equal sa 1/3. Hindi na ayaw na magsulat. Okay, so ganun siya kasimple. So, again, hoping na intindihin mo siya kung paano siya gumagana. So, mukha siyang mahirap sa una, pero kung iintindihin mo, ililista mo. So, ito yung mga number 1 suggestion ko. Hanggat maaari, ilista mo. So, ultimo yung intersection, ultimo yung pangangailangan mo. So, mag-let ka ng event kung ano yung event na nakabigay, ano yung event na given, ano yung event na kailangan o yung desire, tapos saka mo i-compute. Okay, then kunin mo intersection. Importante yung intersection kasi nga yung formula yung ginagamit natin. So, hoping na nag-enjoy ka sa video na to. Hoping na may naiintindihan ka sa conditional probability. So, sorry kung kinontean ko yung example kasi nga, gano'n lang siya eh. Paulit-ulit lang siyang ganyan. So, ang gagawin natin is, yung conditional probability, i-apply natin sa mga rules. So, may mga rules siya. So, which is, sa next video natin, pag-uusapan natin is the multiplication rule. So, again, thank you for watching. Hoping na nag-enjoy ka.